Hey guys, May here, and believe it or not, last night I finally finished editing like 90% of the videos that I was planning on, and the other two have been sitting around for a while and, you know, can be edited and uploaded whenever. But I got all my unboxings done, and so I was really excited about it, and I was in a really good mood last night, so I was like, well, let's start planning some new videos because this entire thing is the vicious cycle that never seems to end. Last night I was thinking about what I wanted to make, and I said, I've said a lot of negative things about K-pop companies this year and last year, and I thought that because it is this time of year that it would be a good idea to kind of just go through and say a nice thing about every K-pop company, because at the end of the day they do bring us our favorite stars and our favorite artists and our favorite music, so they have to be congratulated for that at least. So today I have a list of all of the K-pop companies that I have groups that I like in them. So this video I want to take a moment to thank K-pop companies for one or two things that they have done correctly this year. We'll start from the bottom of my list. So at the bottom of my list is Woollim Entertainment, and that's not a company I complain about a lot, but obviously I do have my complaints about them. I would like to thank Woollim Entertainment for always taking care of Infinite, even if it means neglecting other groups. We're not going to get into that. This is a positive video, but I would like to thank them for always taking care of Infinite and making sure that Infinite are promoted well and they have every opportunity they want to have, and that they resolved the Jisoo thing. I would like to thank them for resolving the Jisoo thing and for giving Lovelyz a comeback as 8 members this year. I want to thank Top Media for attention this year. I don't really care for the other artists in that company too much. I mean, I do. I like Team Top. I like 100%, but not really. But I would like to thank them for attention this year. They've been one of my favorite rookies of this year, and I'm really happy that they got to debut, and I'm really happy that they all seem very close and they're all very young, but it's a great group, and I hope that they get a lot of attention in the future. They continue to promote them all, because right now I feel like they're promoting them very well. Star Empire. Man, these are hard. Star Empire. I would like to thank Star Empire this year for the Gia album and the 9 Muses comebacks, because they got a lot of comebacks this year, and Gia finally got a comeback as 9, even though it wasn't really a comeback, it was a special album, but they released more music this year, which was really nice. Pledis. This year I would like to thank Pledis Entertainment for 17, for debuting 17, for promoting them very well, for making them very, very popular, giving Reina another solo song. I'd like to thank them for that. I want to thank Pledis for not giving Orange Caramel a comeback this year, because it would have caused a lot of problems, I think. And I want to thank them for allowing you to do as many dramas and photo shoots and everything as she wants this year, so she gets a little more attention. Loen Entertainment. I want to thank Loen Entertainment this year. This is an easy one for IU's album because I love it. It's so good. I really want it, actually. I plan on getting it sometime in the new year, but I want to thank Loen Entertainment for that this year, because I really needed an IU comeback, and it was everything that I wanted. Jellyfish Entertainment. I want to thank Jellyfish this year for VIXX LR, because that entire promotion cycle with that subunit was flawless. I want to thank Jellyfish for also giving VIXX their second full-length album. Makes me so happy that they have a second full-length album now. J-Tune Camp. I was looking at like an entire list of companies to make sure I didn't forget anybody, and apparently there's more than one J-Tune. Okay. J-Tune Camp. I want to thank J-Tune Camp this year for the 2 Madtown comebacks that we got. What else do I want to... I want to thank them for that. I want to thank them for giving the 3 members of MWAVE a comeback, even though it didn't really last that long, but the fact that they released another album was amazing, because they are one of the originals to me, one of my favorite originals, so it was good to hear another album from them. I want to thank FNC this year for... What has FNC done this year that's good? AOA's album was really good. The comeback was really good. I also want to... And they debuted N.Flying. Okay, so I want to thank them for finally debuting N.Flying this year, because they're so cute. I love N.Flying. And their music is really, really good. And I just saw earlier today that they're going to debut, like a major debut in Japan soon, so that's really exciting. And they also, AOA got a few Japanese releases this year, which is good. They got their first Japanese album too, which is really exciting. DSP. Some of these are like really difficult. What do I want to thank DSP for this year? Kara's comeback was good, but like it's not. So Kara's comeback was really good this year. I think DSP did a really good job with that. April, even though they're like not my favorite, their new song is really good, so I think they did a really good job with that concept, and I think that concept was a lot better than their debut concept for them. So except the lyrics are like, I'm not a child, and I'm like, well, you all kind of are children, but you know, positive. Big Hit. I want to thank Big Hit this year for the glory that is / will be BTS's album this year, because oh my god, In the Mood for Love Part 1 literally blew me away, and all they released at the time of me filming this is the full audio for My City, which is like, it's an awesome song, and I listened to it all the way through, and like I want to download it, but I'm not gonna download it yet because I feel like it's not gonna be my favorite song on the album, so I don't want to I want to download Run, and I want to download like one other song, and then I'll wait for my albums, but it's like killing me that I have to wait for them, but so I want to thank Big Hit for that amazing thing this year, and for not debuting 6 Aces this year, because if they had, I would be like really poor. I feel like I'm gonna really like 6 Aces just from what I've seen, everything from them. CCM. I want to thank CCM this year for Eunjung solos. They gave one of the members that isn't usually like put in the spotlight a solo, and I think they also gave Tiara a little bit of a break this year, which is really good. They weren't that busy in Japan. They weren't super busy in Korea. They had their comeback and that was it. Their comeback was okay, it wasn't great. Speed's comeback was pretty good too. I really like the music video for that, but Speed, I don't really want to talk about Speed right now. TS Entertainment. Oh, some of these I made so hard for myself. Something positive I want to say about TS Entertainment this year. They did a very good job with B.A.P's comeback. They did a very good job with it, and it seems like I'm filming my top video and top for the month video tonight, so I'll talk about that more there. You'll probably see that before you see this. I feel like Bang Young-guk isn't in the spotlight that much in this song, which I'm like kind of used to him and Daehyun being the focus, but I feel like it's more Jongup, Himchan. You know, a lot of parts that are Himchan's could have been Bang Young-guk's very easily. They have very similar type of voice, but they decided to do Himchan instead of Bang Young-guk, and I don't know who decided that was what was going to happen, but it worked very, very well. Everything that happened with TS Entertainment this year, they pulled off the comeback wonderfully, and I also want to thank them for meeting with B.A.P and discussing their issues, and they came to a conclusion that made both parties happy, so that really was the best outcome for the lawsuit that possibly could have, the cleanest outcome for the lawsuit, I should say. I haven't talked about TS artists a lot in a while because I wasn't really following any during the whole B.A.P thing, but Sonamu's comeback this year, I didn't talk about it at all, but it was really good too. Cube. Finally an easier one. I want to thank Cube this year for CLC, because they're amazing. And also, I mean, I'll include A-Cube. A-Pink's second album was amazing from A-Cube, but Cube, Beast's comeback was really good. They haven't had a really good comeback in a long time, and I said that when the song came out. It hasn't been like a song that I've really loved from them for a long time, so that was awesome. 4 Minutes comeback this year was really, really good. They did a good job with B2B this year too. I think they promoted them well. They won their first #1. They've gone back to their ballad roots, and I really appreciate that they won their first #1 with a ballad, and that's just like amazing that they got to do that. JYP. I want to thank JYP for being a real company this year. I would like to thank them for debuting all the groups they've said they were going to debut for years now, for promoting GOT7 well, for giving the Wonder Girls a comeback. Oh my god, that was so exciting. I want to thank them for just doing everything really well this year. I also want to thank them for that 16 show, even though it made me very upset, but that 16 show showed me Jihyo, and I love her, so thanks for introducing me to Jihyo. SM, I want to thank SM this year for solo albums. For solo albums, for subunit albums, for M&D's physical, oh yeah, especially M&D's physical release. Like, that is something I wanted for years, so thank you for that. Thanks for the D&E albums that totally took over the entire first half of 2015 for me. The D&E albums. Oh my god. And I want to thank SM for not debuting any other groups this year and just focusing on what they already have, and giving FX a very nice comeback and a concert, and that was amazing. They did that. I want to thank SM this year for giving Super Junior an album and then repacking it and not using one of the songs on the original album for a repack, because they did that before. I just hate that so much when they do that. And I want to thank them for not sticking with the... Do I have one of the albums with me? Let me see if I can go grab one real quick. For not sticking with this packaging for a long time, just for the Shiny releases and then Red Velvet's release. Was there anything else they released this kind of packaging with? Nothing else that I bought. Maybe there was something else, but nothing else that I bought had this. I saved the hardest for last, but you guys know that I never really have anything positive to say about this company, so let's see. YG Entertainment. This year I want to thank YG Entertainment for debuting iKON, finally. It took them all year. They're still not fully debuted because their entire album has not come out yet, but I want to thank YG Entertainment for finally debuting them. I also want to thank YG Entertainment for, even though it was not promoted at all, giving AKMU another song. I want to thank YG for the Big Bang album. I've said a lot of things about that album, but there were some really good songs on the Made album, even though the Made album's not out yet. It's not fully out yet. I just really enjoyed how they gave Big Bang a comeback, and even though it was drawn out and I'm not really a big fan of the way that they did it, didn't fully meet my expectations, but it was pretty good. And those are all the things that I want to thank K-pop companies for this year. Some of those were really hard. Some of those were really, really hard. But I think it's good at this time of year. It's good to do this all the time, but I think every year or so you need to kind of sit down. And there's been a lot of things that have happened with companies in the past year. So those are just some of the things that I want to thank them for, because I have complaints about every K-pop company out there. Some of them, like Top Dog's company, I couldn't even talk about because Top Dog's company. This is good. It's good to kind of reflect and say, you know, they did good things this year. They all did good things this year. Good things happened. It was a great year for music and K-pop, I think. Let me know what you're gonna think, what you would thank K-pop companies for down in the comment section down below, and if we had any of the same things that we liked companies did this year. Hopefully there will be more things that we will be able to thank them for next year. Hopefully they do some good things next year as well. But I will talk about that in like comebacks I want from 2016. Oh my god, I have to film that video soon. Comebacks I want from 2016. It's almost 2016. It's almost December. Oh my god, when am I gonna film that video? But yeah, let me know if we had any of the same things that we're thankful for K-pop companies down in the comment section down below. And if you have any video requests for me, as always, leave them in the comment section down below. I'm starting to film a lot again because I'm done editing, so yeah, I'd love to hear your suggestions of things you'd like to see from me. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye!